Hi guys, happy Monday. I know it's been like 2 weeks or so since my last upload. Get used to that. Um, but no, I had some time off and was able to take a nice, much needed break. But again, I will try my best to stay consistent with these videos. I know I say that all the time, but I try, and God willing, I have the time and strength to do so. I'm gonna do my best. So, without further ado, what you've all been waiting for, today's gospel. John chapter 4, verse 43 through 54 reads, At the time Jesus left Samaria for Galilee, for Jesus himself testified that a prophet has no honor in his native place. When he came into Galilee, the Galileans welcomed him, since they had seen all he had done in Jerusalem at the feast, for they themselves had gone to the feast. Then he returned to Cana in Galilee, where he had made the water wine. Now there was a royal official whose son was ill in Capernaum. When he heard that Jesus had arrived to Galilee from Judah, he went to him and asked him to come down and heal his son, who was near death. Jesus said to him, Unless you people see signs and wonders, you will not believe. This royal official said to him, Sir, come down before my child dies. Jesus said to him, You may go, your son will live. The man believed what Jesus said to him and left. While the man was on his way back, his slaves met him and told him that his boy would live. He asked them when he began to recover. They told him, The fever left him yesterday, about 1 p.m. The father realized that just at that time Jesus had said to him, Your son will live. And he and his whole household came to believe. Now this was the second sign Jesus did when he came to Galilee from Judea. The Gospel of the Lord. So, to kind of break it down, this I would say was earlier on in Jesus's ministry, as this healing of the royal official's son is considered his second major sign of God in the flesh, according to John. Jesus had already gained motion through his teachings and actions prior. Some people were eager to find him, listen to him, see him, including this royal official whose son was sick, who asked him, come down before my child dies. Before that, Jesus knows what being human is like. He knows how stubborn we can be. And he says, unless you people see signs, you will not believe. So, by his grace, he tells the man, You may go, your son will live. The man believes, and on his journey back home, he received word that his boy would live. He says, When did he begin to recover? And they told him the fever left him yesterday. He's like, oh, right at the same time Jesus told me my boy will live. Now, immediately, my brain starts churning, because this is a man of faith, and faith is one of my biggest takeaways from the entire Bible. A huge topic that I can go on and on about, but unfortunately, my brain runs on like 0.5 gigabytes of RAM. So, what does pop up into my head, though, would be like Matthew chapter 17, verse 20, where Jesus says, If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, Move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. But remember, when in prayer, in the first book of James, chapter 1, verses 6 through 8, it says, When you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. that person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. That being said, we also have to do our part and put in the work. The first book of James also says in chapter 2, verses 14 through 17, it says, "What good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can the faith save him? If a brother or a sister has nothing to wear and has no food for the day, and one of you says to them, 'Go in peace, keep warm, and eat well,' but you do not give them the necessities of the body, what good is it? So also faith of itself, if it does not have works, is dead." We can't be lazy. Put in the work. God sees you. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 6 says, "Without faith it is impossible to please him. For whoever would draw near to God must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him." Psalms chapter 37 verses 3 through 5. "Trust in the Lord and do good. Then you will live safely in the land and prosper. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you your heart's desires. Commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust him, and he will help you." Remember 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. "We walk by faith, not by sight." Seeing isn't always believing. I think faith is such a powerful thing. Hopefully I've made my point pretty clear, but trust in the Lord and he will provide. Not always will we get what we want, but we'll have what we need, and that's out of love. I can ask for a Ferrari, but the Lord might say no, because he knows that if he gives me a Ferrari, I'll unalive myself immediately, because I have a heavy foot. The Lord works in mysterious ways. We can ask for all these things, hoping to better ourselves, and the Lord may send the opposite. We can ask for strength, courage, or peace, but receive trials, fear, and chaos. In the end, though, we will have come out with what we asked for, enduring what we had to go through. Let the Lord cook. That's all I have for you guys today. Sorry, this might be out Tuesday when y'all see this. But remember to stay tuned for more. Share, and peace.